Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of the Talk with Ada podcast. I'm your host, Daisy. Today, we are talking about a role that fundamentally shapes our world, our character, and our perspective of love. It's Father's Day season, and I wanted to do something different. We aren't just giving a generic, oh, happy Father's Day. We are going to have a real, raw, and necessary conversation about the architecture of fatherhood. We are going to celebrate the good ones, honor the unconventional ones, and have a very honest conversation about what it means to lead well. So, let's dive in. Let's start with the heart of the matter. When we think of a good father, what do we see? Usually, it's about provision, paying bills, putting food on the table. But at TWAP, we know that character is what stays when the provisions are gone. I want to celebrate the men who lead by service. Yes, I would love to celebrate my grandfather. He has been a very wonderful example of a father. And I also want to celebrate some other men, pastors, acquaintance friends that have been one way or the other serving as father to me. And also, I want to appreciate my mother who has been there through thick and thin. So, let me go ahead. The fathers who understand that true headship is not about how loud your voice is or how much you demand to be listened to. It is about how much you are willing to pour out. And then I have to take a moment for the bonus dads, the men who didn't contribute to the biology, but who contributed to the soul. You are the real MVPs. Men who looked at a child and chose to be a father. That is a level of intentionality that is nothing short of divine. If you are a man who has stepped in to love a child that wasn't yours, I want you to know today that your sacrifice is sin. Now, let's talk about the women. There are so many of you, mothers, grandmothers, aunties, who have had to step into the role of the father. You've had to be the structure and the soft place to land all at once. On the Christian context, we see that God is referred to as the father of the fatherless. Many of you are literally acting out that scripture. You are the hands and feet of that divine promise. To you, I say, you're doing enough. You are the bridge for the next generation, and the work you are doing is shaping legacies. But we have to keep it real. We have to talk about the absent by choice fathers, the ones who are physically there but emotionally distant, or the ones who have checked out entirely. And I want to address a specific kind of man, the one who thinks that headship is about silence and submission from everyone else. There is a misconception that being the head of the home means you never have to listen, never have to apologize, and never have to bend. I'm sorry, but that isn't leadership. That is fear based control. If you take a look at the life of Christ, who we Christians view as the ultimate example of headship, what did he do? He washed the feet of his followers. He listened. He served. He laid down his life. If your version of fatherhood makes the people in your home feel small, hostile, or terrified to speak, it is time to reassess your blueprint. I want to leave you with a bit of scripture. Ephesians 6, verse 4 says, Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. Notice it doesn't say, Fathers, make sure your children are afraid of your authority. It says, don't exasperate them. It tells you to guide them with the wisdom of the Lord. Fatherhood is a stewardship. You are a gardener entrusted with a life. If you are hostile, you're not growing, you are crushing. The goal of a father is to be the reflection of God's love to his children. A love that is protective, yes, but also patient, kind, and capable of listening. So, if you're a father, I challenge you today. Ask your child or your spouse, what is one way I can love you better? That simple question takes more strength than 1,000 commands. If you grew up without that fatherly love, know that you are not defined by that absence. You have the power to create a new cycle, a new narrative, and a new legacy. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me today on Talk with Ada. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with a man or a woman who needs to hear this. Don't forget to leave a comment. Of course, I want us to talk. I'm Adeze, and remember, your character is your currency. So keep investing. Talk to you soon.